The idea of justice in Light Yagami is often simplified into a moral label. Either he is seen as a righteous figure cleaning the world, or a corrupted mind playing God. But both interpretations miss the structure behind his ideology. Kira is not driven by justice as a universal principle. He is driven by the ability to define justice itself. At the beginning of Death Note, Light does not operate as a fully formed ideological extremist. His initial reaction is closer to disillusionment with societal failure. The justice system appears ineffective, inconsistent, and unable to properly deal with crime. From this frustration, he gains the Death Note, and the power immediately transforms abstract dissatisfaction into actionable authority. This is where the shift begins. Kira's justice is not based on law, consensus, or shared morality. It becomes a system where his personal judgment replaces institutional structure. Crime is no longer defined by society. It is defined by his perception. This removes external limits and replaces them with a single decision-making point. The real transformation is not just about killing criminals. It is about redefining the concept of legitimacy. Once Light begins acting as Kira, every decision reinforces a system where his interpretation becomes the standard. The more he acts, the more the world adapts around the existence of that authority. Justice stops being something applied to him and becomes something applied through him. What makes this ideology unstable is that it is self-reinforcing without external correction. If Kira defines justice, then opposition automatically becomes injustice within his system. This creates a closed loop where every challenge to his authority strengthens his belief that he is necessary. In his framework, disagreement is not a moral counterpoint, it is resistance to order. This becomes more complex when comparing him to L. L represents a system of justice built on investigation, uncertainty, and procedural truth. His approach assumes that justice must be verified externally before being applied. Kira, on the other hand, removes verification entirely and replaces it with execution. The conflict between them is not just personal, it is structural. It is two incompatible definitions of what justice even means. The deeper goal behind Kira's actions is not simply eliminating crime. It is the creation of a world where moral authority cannot exist outside of him. In that world, justice is no longer debated, questioned, or distributed. It is centralized. This is why his system becomes increasingly absolute over time. Each action reduces ambiguity and increases dependence on his presence as the defining force. However, this creates a critical contradiction. The more absolute his justice becomes, the more it depends on his continuous existence. A system built on a single point of authority is not stable, it is fragile. Any disruption does not just challenge his actions, but the entire structure of meaning he has created. In the end, Kira's real goal is not just to punish criminals or reshape society. It is to eliminate the separation between judgment and authority. But in doing so, he transforms justice from a shared concept into a personal system of control. And that is exactly where his ideology becomes both powerful and inherently unsustainable.
If you like this type of analysis, don't forget to like and subscribe.